when it was an S class, yeah. Pull up.
I'm here, baby.
Pull up.
Welcome to Sex, Love, and Plastic, baby. Yeah! Y'all already know the fucking vibes. Welcome to Sex, Love, and Plasdick. I'm your host, Jazz, better known as J De Niro 21. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, and y'all can follow me on Twitter at DaddyJazz21. Now, stop laughing, because today I got a special guest in the building. I got my motherfucking brother. I know y'all gonna see the face and be like, "Oh, I know who that is." But let me give y'all a little recap.
Dang.
Y'all remember New York Girls TV singing in the bathroom? Killing the vocals, Red, the manager. This when everybody was like, "Where's Red? Who managed the ball?" This is Red right here. Red ran off with the money.
Listen, I had to do what I had to do, man. Catch a lick.
Nah, but let's tell the peoples who you are.
Let's run down the names. My name is Silent Celeb. For those who already know me, I make music and a lot of other things. And now I'm known as Karen Mercedes from The Circle, Netflix series.
You heard my son. My son put the Bronx on the Netflix with the Catfish.
Had to hit him with
Let me tell you, one fucking time.
Anybody saying
you heard, you did it for us. You heard. Let's do that. Now, bro. I already tell you all the time how proud I am of you.
That's crazy, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah, we trying to do something, man.
Like the gay Ellen right now.
I'm trying to be the dyke Ellen. Damn. Shit. Everybody gets some. Shit, you get condoms. Everybody gets something, goddamn it, around here. Fuck.
I'm with all the shits, bro.
So listen. You are a celebrity. Your name is Celeb. So you've been that.
Written,
you've been
man.
put that in the universe,
That's what's
bro.
so crazy about it. Yo, it's written like.
And now,
crazy.
how does it feel to be on a fucking hit TV show, bro? On Netflix, bro.
Yo.
In every fucking country, bro.
Yo, I saw myself in Japanese the other day, and I was just like, yo, it's a moment of like, it's a humbling moment, but it's also a moment of like, yo, God is good. Like, I can't say that I knew that something like this would happen, but I've always known that like entertainment was what I want to do, whether it be acting, singing, whatever. But for it to happen like this and a pop like this, I don't even think Netflix expected the show to be as big as it is.
I ain't know what it was,
and
bro.
Like, I didn't know what it was. That's the crazy part. Like, even me going on the show, I didn't know what it was. When I got involved, I didn't know what I was getting into. And I wouldn't change a thing. Like, it's been a blessing. It's been a curse a little bit because just the random strange people and stuff. But it's been a blessing overall. Like, yeah.
So that house shit, you couldn't see nobody. That was it. Only when that nigga Antonio came to your room.
So everybody always asks us this crazy part. So I'll tell you the real deal. What it is we can't see each other. We don't see each other, and we don't meet. We don't see pictures of each other. Nothing. We don't speak. Nothing. So when you get into the actual game, because when you get there, they have you stay in like a holdover, like a trap. We call it a trap house. They have you stay in the trap house.
Yeah.
And then when it's time for the game to start, they bring you into the big house. Yeah. So while you're in the house, as long as you're not blocked, you stay there the whole time. Once you get blocked, you go back to the trap house.
Gotcha.
So when you're there, though, like in the house, like you see Sammy's in the hot tub. I think Antonio's in the gym. What they do is they'll bring us from one room to the other, but when it's time for you to go, they'll send somebody to your room to come and get you. You put on some headphones.
That's how I figured. That's how I'm
put on
like
headphones and you put on a blindfold, and you literally put your hand on their shoulder and they walk you to where you're going. It's like it's a crazy experience, and it's crazy because people always be like, "Yo, I could do that. That's easy," and it's not as easy as it seems because you gotta realize you don't get to speak to nobody except for the people that's coming to get you. And when they come in, they literally walk in your room and they like, "Hey, put the headset on." As soon as they walk in, put the headset on.
So your real interaction is only when that circle chat and all that and private chats was happening.
Most of the time you're in the house, but when you're in your apartment and they give you like things to do, like they give you building blocks, they give you puzzles, they give you little remote control cars. But other than that, it's a dub. You're not going nowhere.
You and that goddamn what the fuck you was holding on that fucking stuffed animal?
My purple turtle.
God
Listen, that's a PTSD turtle. You gotta realize, like, not for nothing. I've been arrested before, but I've never had to serve time in jail. It's dead ass like jail. They only nice to you. But it's a polite jail. It's like perfect example. It's like a Martha Stewart rehab. Because like you can't drink, you can't smoke. Like it's you dead on some like you can't.
I would have
died. So you know it's one of them things where you sitting there like, yo, I need an L, and you can't because you just can't. Even when you in a trap house, you can't. So it's one of those things where you have to really have self control and like it's really about self discipline and just knowing that you have the mental capacity to really be by yourself for 30 days. And then it's also a good thing because it lets you learn about yourself. I learned things about myself that I didn't think before. And when I came home, it was a whole different, like, my mentality was just different. Like the way that I looked at people, the way that I treated certain situations. Because you have no phone in there, we have no access to the internet. Anything that happened while we were filming out here, I wouldn't have known because I couldn't speak to nobody. I couldn't speak to my family. Couldn't call my shorty at the time. Couldn't do nothing, like literally. And if you watch TV, somebody's watching TV with you because when the show comes, like if a commercial comes on, they have to change the channel. You're not supposed to know nothing about the show.
Shit.
So when they say they really got you blocked off, like everybody's like, oh, that's love. I could do that, bro. They dead ass. Like
I would die.
When you get there, they give you a plastic, like how this is. They give you a baggie and they take all your personal, like. They take like your cell phone or your personal belongings, anything that could get lost or stolen or that may have value, they take all of it. You can't have access to the internet, so they take your phone. You can't have access to music because most people play it through Spotify. Son, and you know that's my life. So I'm singing.
And you couldn't sing.
And then on top of that, because of the show, I couldn't sing. So it was one of them things where I was just sitting in my room. Every scene, I was mostly reading or cooking. And everybody's like, yo, what were you doing? And I was like, I was reading and cooking. That's what I was doing the whole time I was there.
Speaking of, what was in the fridge? Because was that Joey's mom? She looked like she was about to chef up a whole Italian meal. Like everybody had the same shit in their fridge?
Nah, when you go there, they ask you any dietaries, any type of restrictions or anything. And you give them a list. So every week they come to your house or your apartment or your room or whatever, and they'll tell you, okay, what do you need? I need milk, I need eggs, I need fish, I need chicken, I need cheese. And then somebody goes out and gives all the stuff to you. And then in the game, like when you see us doing certain like the cakes and all the other stuff, it literally is how it says on the game. Like someone's there's a package at your door. Oh shit! And when you open the door, it's literally a
like
box
the party.
there.
The party.
Yeah. And you pick up the box and you go inside and you do what the box has to do. So it's a dope experience, and for it to be a challenge or an experiment, it was dope. It was fulfilling. Like at the end of the day, it was dope.
I know you explained it on the show, but everybody want to know why did you catfish and why did you pick a femme to catfish with?
All right, so boom.
Well, a female, because she wasn't a lesbian, right? It was just a random person.
No, she's a regular person. I'm actually going to see her on the 6th of March. I'm going to Atlanta. You already know how that's going to go. So, shout out to China. Pretty much, I'm just keep it 1,000. Any black lesbian nowadays can get on television as long as you're willing to give up your morals, values, and everything under the sun.
That's a fact.
They don't care. There's no substance in what we do. It's like, if it's not like a heartfelt show, or if it's not like, or if it's not a PBS special or any of that other stuff, they don't care. There's no substance. Or if it's not something that we personally write, like New York Girl TV. Yeah. Because it's written by us, for us, we know what we want to see. We know what's going to happen. We like, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays in TV, it's all the pretty blonde lipstick lesbian. Oh my God.
It's always lipstick lesbian.
Yeah.
It's always
so
been.
My thing was this. One, I'm going to be on the show. You're only going to see a picture of her, but I am on the show physically. That's all you really see. You don't care about the profile picture. 2, there was no telling what the cast was going to be like, who was going to be on the cast. And not for nothing, again, going by what TV is like nowadays, it was probably going to be the cookie cut, very girl next door, boy next door, Hollister model, that kind of look. So in my mind, I'm thinking, number one, I'm unapologetically gay, son. I'm unapologetically me. So I'm not coming in here on some like, oh my God, I just want to feel like I'm not doing that. So if I can't come in here and really be who I am and give it to you
I'm really going to give you a whole new person.
You feel me? So then if I gotta be on some, button up to get on here, I'm about to button up all the way. So my thing was, how do I flip it, but still not lose the integrity of myself or my people? Give me a female. Okay, I'm not gonna play a male. All right, give me no, I don't wanna be a white person either. Give me a black female. Give me somebody that I can represent us no matter what. Yeah. And then it was the fact of being able to show that regardless of being aggressive, a dyke, whatever they want to call themselves nowadays, versus being a femme, no matter what, we still the same shit when all the clothes come on.
That's a fact.
People get so caught up in the fact of us having aggressive or very assertive demeanors that they automatically assume you want to be men.
Or hard. Or that you're hard.
Yeah, or you want to be gangster, or you want to be I don't want to be shit besides loved, touched, and paid. What in the hell?
And that's why I was like, I was so happy because I'm like, yo, my son came on TV and really was herself. And niggas is like, yo, I thought she was going to be mad hard. Yeah. She said she's from the Bronx. Just because she dressed mad aggressive, that's not how she is, bro. I said, my son is an R&B singer. My son is a lover. My son is not doing all that.
R&B beats. Nah, I'm not in the street like out here slinging dope. Like, that's not my thing. So it's also the thing of me being able to get on a show and appease to everyone across the board. So I'm like, if I get me a pretty girl who's well put together, gives that look of like, hey, how are you? It'll appease to the whites, the blacks, the Chinese, no matter what. It'll appease to the guys and it'll appease to the girls. That's how I came on a show, because 9 times out of 10, a femme will flirt with everything and anything and get away with it.
That's true.
So then when I had the scene, fast forward, when I got blocked and we blocked Antonio and he came to my room, I was I was happy that he answered it truthfully in the way that he answered it because it proved my point. Like, number one, no offense to you, Antonio, when you see this, if you see this, bro, you already know this gang all day. But no funny shit, as a black man, you literally said if I came on television looking the way that I looked right now, you would have sent me home.
Yeah.
Bro, that's only 3 black people on this show right now.
We gotta
You
stick
was gonna
together.
say-
Damn,
like,
man. We always the
bruh,
first off the island.
You're supposed to vote for everybody black. You feel me? So it's like, it kind of put me in that position where I was like, this is why I'm doing it. And then when I got blocked right after Antonio, to see everyone's reaction, I did my job. That's why I was able to be like, yo, I know what I did it right.
Yeah, bro, I was
everyone
so
was
mad.
Just like, they was mad
so
too. Like
mad.
at the end of it, it was the fact of it made everybody really like, oh shit. Oh shit. And then when I went to go and see Chris, y'all love Chris. Our conversation with the way that they edited, they had to cut it down. But we literally were in there talking for about 45 minutes. And they only showed y'all like 3 minutes of the
Yeah, I
conversation.
had the best connection ever. And he really seen you like a girl. And I was like, yo, the way he's writing her is really how she is. And I was just sitting there like, yo, he don't even know. Even though she look like this. And they think she look like this, she's really like this. I'm like, yo, this shit is really crazy. And that's what makes it so dope. Because
there's so many people that actually know me that's like, yo, if you know her, like to see people actually stick up and support me on the internet. Like, yo, if you know her, you'll know that's her. Like, don't let that picture fool you. Like, this is her all day. And it's like, that's my thing. Make sure people understand that regardless of our demeanor, regardless of what you think our stature is, we're still people. Like, we're all human. Let me rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you type because of what? I don't want your girl. 9 times 10, you don't even want your girl. So why are we even having this conversation, bro? Let me rock. And I love the fact that everyone accepted it. A lot of people were mad. Why'd you play Catfish? Oh, you were deceiving yourself. I'm like, yeah, but Rebecca played a Catfish too, and y'all not giving him that same favor. Like, y'all mad at me because of what? I proved my point.
And what you call it, the big girl, but she's revealed herself, Sean. Yeah, but at the end of the day, and the other guy that was married,
Adam,
acting like a creep. Alex, acting like a
and
creep.
He's the coolest person in the world. That's a crazy thing.
I say, yo, everybody did it, but it's because the way Antonio left his message, that just blew. I feel like if he would never left the message like that, you would have been good to go.
Showed y'all the way I reacted when I seen it now. So when the video comes on, because what's happening is the producers are talking about. So that's the way they edited it. Shout out to the editing team. They did that so well because it's really me talking to the television, but I'm talking to the television and the producers. So they're like, yo, what do you think about that? And then I'll say what I think, and that's how they edit it in and out. Yo, so the next day comes, it's time to do the message, Antonio's goodbye message. I wake up, they do the whole spiel, how you feel, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, yo, they're going to tell Antonio's message, and the producer's like, yeah. And I'm like, what did he say? He's like, we can't tell you that. And I'm like, all right. So he's like, what do you think he said? And I'm like, I know he probably aired me out because he was salty when he left. So he's like, well, what do you think you're going to say? And I'm like, it depends on what he says. Yo, as soon as he said the shit, I was like, yo, I was in my room screaming at the television, like, yo, you a fuckboy, bro. Like, you dead ass right now. So I was in my room losing my shit. So then finally they calmed me down. The producer's like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah. I had to get that out of my system, though, because, yeah, nah.
He the only person that did that. Everybody else who saw somebody, nobody else did that but him. I was like, nah, he was really
like,
mad.
You're salty. Like, at the end of the day, yo, and it was crazy because when he walked into the room, it was a moment, like, we don't know you coming to the room. So what they'll do is, however many of us is in the game at times, like it's 7 of us, they'll have 7 people knock at your door, like at everybody's door at the same time. So you get all our reactions like, oh shit.
So that's why everybody be looking up like that.
Yeah, but somebody's really walking into one of our rooms, but it's not the person. So they'll do things like they'll open the door and close it. So that you're like,
oh, they was wilding. All right, I got another question. Yeah. How did the young lady feel when she seen her picture on TV? Did she hit you up immediately?
China. So boom, we're not allowed to have contact with the person until after the show. So what happens is they find a picture, I approve the picture, and then they contact the person.
Oh, so she knew she was going to be used. Yeah. All right, so I thought it was on some. She sees herself like, what the fuck?
Nah, but it's all cool. She actually DM'd me. She found me online. That's what's so crazy about it. And she DM'd me and was just like, I'm the real blah, 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 blah. Thank you so much. I thought she was bullshit. And then we FaceTime. And I was like, yo. So we had a good conversation. I spoke to her family. Her sister is mad cool. Her brother-in-law. Like, it was a really good interaction. The Huffington Post interviewed her. And they got her reaction to it. She was like, yo, I did it to the T. She was like, she was proud. She didn't have no problems. It opened more doors for her. Like, so at the end, I feel like we all
help each other out. It worked out all in the end.
And I'm going out there on the 6th and the 7th. She's in, I don't remember the name of the sorority, but she's the pink and green.
I don't know those. AKA.
That she one of those people.
One of those.
So when we go to Atlanta, I'm trying to link up with them and get some footage of us like really just chilling and just getting into into the community and really.
Yeah. I only got one more question about. I got one more question about the show, bitch, because I want to talk about you. All right, one more question about the show. How was it when y'all first met everybody? That was at that reunion. They seen that episode.
That was the first time. Now here goes a joke, right? That wasn't when we did the reunion, only the ones of us that got blocked, we met.
Okay.
Like an hour before we went on camera. We didn't get to meet Sammy, Chris, Seaburn, Shuby, or Joey.
My son Shuby.
Until after they started introducing them to come out as the final 5. That's when we finally got to see who everybody was.
And see that they was, but you seen that they was real then.
Yeah,
too.
we knew who they wasn't and that they was legit who they said they were. It was weird because my predictions inside, I wish they showed more of me saying like who I thought was what, because most of my shit was on point. I said Rebecca was a catfish off back. There was no way around
Do
that.
you think Chris, I said what?
That right there, I was like,
I said, y'all didn't know, bro.
No one caught that. Okay, fuck.
You see Chris?
Then when they did the twin game, it was mad things. I was just like, that's a catfish. And then I was turning Adam's character. Like when he posted pictures up, I was like, yeah, he's zesty. That man, So when the producer was like, what's your first impression when you see his picture? And I was like, he looked like he dates black girls. And they were all just like, yeah, how quiet it got? That's how quiet it was in my room. And I'm like, hello? And they're like, okay, what else do you think? And I was like, he's zesty. He's very zesty. Come to find out, he was a catfish. The real Adam is not zesty. He's actually married to a woman and lives in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I see that. I was like, yo, with his overalls on.
It
like,
also just shows you, like, you can never tell. You really can't judge a book by its cover. You never know who's who.
That,
like Sammy, prettiest thing. Everybody's like,
I was about to ask you that.
Yes,
that was the next question, dude.
Yes, she is, but she's one of us. Like, not one of us as in gay, but she's one of us. Like, that's one of the homeboys. Like, she's not like a real prissy.
She give me Kaylani vibes.
Yeah, very.
That's every time I see her, I be like, yo, she give me Kaylani vibes.
Very.
Every time I seen her.
That's the homie, though. I went to Miami. Sammy got me fucked up. She got us all fucked up. She got me fucked up for my birthday. Like, that's the homie. I speak to Sammy every day. That's like my Yoda. Yeah.
Shout out to Sammy. She part of the team, too.
Yeah, that's the homie. Yeah, she half of us, too. She half.
Yeah, that's
half,
a fact.
Mixed. We gonna call her mixed. We call her mixed.
Word up.
Lord. But, yeah, the experience overall has been dope. The people that I have been able to reach out to as far as being in their presence and not physically being in their presence. So, like, people have incorporated me in their family conversations, their family chats. Somebody invited me to go to a wedding the other day. Like, my sister loves the show. I know she would love to see you. And I'm just
that's
like,
awesome.
Like, those are the things for me that's amazing because I'm able to speak to different people of different continents, cities, states, creeds, genders. Like, I had a lady send me a letter explaining to me that I opened a conversation in their house that they needed to have because her daughter was gay, but she didn't know how to tell her mother. Okay. So, when she came out, she used the show as her way to open up the whole situation. And the mother emailed me, but she sent me this long like tears. Like, I was in my crib crying. So that's been like the most fulfilling part of it is just knowing that I'm helping people who, like, when I was young, I didn't have that kind of help. I didn't have somebody I can just go to and be like, yo, I like pussy. I ain't had it.
That's a fact.
So it's just like now that I'm actually opening people's eyes to different situations and they're more acceptable to the show because I'm not playing a character. This is me. Yeah. And you're looking at it now as if she's this cool. I wonder who I've slept on that could also be this cool. Yeah. And those are the things that I wanted to do.
That's how, even though, you know, my podcast, I ain't on Netflix. I'm on YouTube Beats. But that's how I felt. Apple Music. Yes. We on all that. I'm streaming. You feel me? But like, when I first started the podcast, like I always say, I do this for me, bro. I don't care if one person watch. I don't care if nobody watch every week, bro.
It's for me.
I'm going to say how I feel on my heart. And it just made me feel good when, like, after almost midway through the first season, people sending me paragraphs. Yo, thank you for doing this. Yep. Oh, can you please talk about this? Thank you. Nobody's talking about real stuff like this. Thank you for making me feel included. Mm-hmm. They always doing, it's always all buttered up, and you write raw to the point and all that.
On both sides is the thank you for giving us a voice.
Yeah.
Like, we give a voice to people out there that don't have that don't have the confidence to come out like that, or don't have the confidence to say what they feel or feel what they say. Like,
that's a fact.
We open up that door, and I couldn't be more elated and more proud and also humbled to be that person that's been elected to do that. Like I said, there could be 1 billion gay people on television. There'd be 1 billion black dykes on television, whatever you want to say, but we don't all get to be who we want to be.
I told you, the show is everything but the music. I know you said you can't do nothing with the music till everything is up, but what the fuck you got going on? Let us know.
So, right now, I do a lot of live shows through So Far Sounds and a lot of different platforms as far as music-wise, but I perform with my band, which is called the Squad Music Group, and we've been doing pretty good. We just did a remix of Baby Shark. Like, we do an R&B mature version of it, and that's how we got put onto a lot of different platforms as far as doing performances in cities and festivals and stuff.
That's lit.
But as far as my music, I have a couple of singles that's about to drop. One is called Sincerely, and it's produced by The Usual Suspects. It's very Mary-ish, but it's on our
type of time. Got you.
I got another joint that's actually produced by Leash Beats. I got a couple of different joints that we about to rock, but the project is fulfilled. It's ready to go.
Yeah, I
so
know.
I'm just waiting for June 1st to hit, and I'm on everybody's everything. It's just that with the show, we've been so busy.
You can't.
I don't have time, and I can't because there's certain things and liabilities and different, clauses and stuff. But as soon as they let me out, it's a wrap.
I was telling my son downstairs, I'm like, yo, I'm happy for you. The first thing I seen when I seen you on TV, I ain't even care about the show. I was just happy that people was going to find you so they could hear your music. Man. And, they said that Young M.A. said that shit, that R&B is that shit. Yeah, man, you just got to find, you got to know where you looking at, bro.
Whoever gets to see this show, when y'all watch this, somebody go and tag Young M.A. and tell her to come and see me. I want all the smoke. Hooks, ad-libs, choruses, all of that. I want all the smoke, and I bring my own bud. What up?
Listen, we got a lot of good artists. I also want to shout out another close friend of the New York Girls TV family, my son Oya. Y'all want some good R&B music, man? Shout out to Oya. Shout out to Celeb. I'm talking about singing. Not rap singing. I'm talking about singing, yeah. So after all this circle stuff is died down, the music will be posted on the page.
The Silent Celeb. Follow it everywhere.
The IG.
It's streaming.
It's everything, right?
Yeah, it's
My
everywhere.
son is certified, verified, everything. Make sure you take these one condoms home because you're going to need them now.
Let's get it, man.
Y'all remember the one condoms, they got the measurer. They measure the size of your penis, and the condom fits you exactly because y'all know y'all be wearing them baggy shits and or them shits that be too small. They be breaking as soon as you put them on.
Not the overall condoms, though.
Yeah. They be having all those.
Bro, you know it all day,
all
man.
Fucking day. I want to thank my bro for being here. I'm so proud of you, man. Continue to boss up and all that. We're going to see you at all the Pride events. I'm going to be right there with you. You heard. Talking my shit. But, we off this and... Sammy, we trying to get you here next time you in New York. Next time you in New York, the people would love to hear from you. Let me stop. We off this, though.